two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. On her right. And he misses with the left uppercut. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Both men step back for just a moment. I'd like to see more jabs. Exchanges from both men in this round. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best. Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Beautiful counter shot. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, here we go for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Left punch. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching every move, every throw.
Right punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. I hope this fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there, and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different...
Here we go in round three. Who's gonna land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't turn it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter left hand there. He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice job landing that left counter punch. see a jab from these two. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do? I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some...
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. His foundation appears to be okay, but when you put those gloves that high, you know that you're in trouble. How are they still standing? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Punch, counter punch. Perfect counter lands. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. He misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He fails to score with that left hook. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He just misses with that big right hand. Nobody home with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without a doubt.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice counter. Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. That hook won't score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
And he just missed with that left jab. certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... Here we go in the 6th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. Nice exchange here from both men. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. Oh, and he caught him clean. Is this the beginning of the end? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Neither man really defending themselves. 10 seconds to go. Who's going to get the last shot here in the round? Well, this is the time that there's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Neither man really defending themselves. Great counter right hand then. The courage on display here is incredible. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice exchange here from both men. Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. Lands with the right counter. Good counter punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt. And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. Not a lot of defense here at all. Offensive display, landing that left counter. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics.
Stumbling around on Bambi legs. He's got to get back into the fight. And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. He misses with that jab. And a counter left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter punch. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. There's the bell to start round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
He blocks the right hook. And that just saves us from both men in this round. Then step back for just a moment. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
See a jab from these two. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go.
Oh, I heard that never.
They've got the momentum. There's the bell to start round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Missing with the left there. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. These two fighters are made for one another. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the track. You've got to relax.
Good left counter that lands. That's another scoring shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not seem... Let's start 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head plays again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. Nice exchange here from both men. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Robinson hit hard, and he may be... Is he out on his feet here? I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. There's a counter shot. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Who thought we would have made it to 12? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Both men step back for just a moment. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That left counter was perfectly timed. That left scores. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He's rolled the dice. He's coming up. And finally, Jones goes down. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring. So final 10 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, you don't see it very often, but here it is. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched. And this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.